Oh, your boy, B47 all day, extremely disappointed on this occasion, as you can tell. One of the most controversial rugby league games of all time, one of the most ridiculous finishes to a game, and one of the most unjust ways to lose a game of rugby league for Rockers Tigers. B47's rugby league stats popping off as much rugby league information as possible. So right now, a special edition review for a review of the 2022 round 19 game, where it ended up North Queensland Cowboys 27, West Tigers 26. Cowboys getting a penalty goal with 1 minute and a second left of the game to steal that lead off poor old Tigers. And so you don't miss any crucial rugby league information watching this video all the way through to the end, as per always. So, like I said, one of the most ridiculous ways to finish any game of rugby league. This should have been one of the all-time classics. For the first 79 minutes and 59 seconds, it was outstanding, end-to-end, to and fro affair, the lead changing multiple times during the game, throughout the game. It should have been one of the all-time classic games of rugby league. Instead of it was one of the all-time controversies instead, though. So let's just go through it. Well, a bit of an introduction first. In 2022, like I've already mentioned, Tigers got the wooden spoon. Thankfully, even if they had won this game, if they didn't have this game stolen, they still would have got the spoon anyway. So thankfully, didn't have a huge difference on the end of season competition ladder, thankfully. But still ridiculous to lose a game like this. Whereas Cowboys in 2022, they of course made the preliminary final. They were one of the top 4 teams in 2022. Cowboys lost the 2022 preliminary final to Parramatta 24-20, only after Parramatta scored a try for forward pass in that one. So Cowboys should have in fact gone all the way to the 2022 grand final, and they should have at least been runners-up in 2022. So the wooden spoon team Tigers beating who should have been the eventual runners-up. It would have been easily the upset of the 2022 season, and it would have also been one of the biggest upsets of all time. But unfortunately, not to be. So let's just go through play-by-play. Let's relive the first all by the last second of it. It was an outstanding game. So first of all, in only the first minute of the game, Cowboys had scored for Tom Dearden. Valentine Holmes had converted. The Cowboys lead 6-0 after only 2 minutes. Nice early lead. Before Tigers decided to hit back. And then Tigers scored through Brent Naden. And that was converted by Adam Dewey to make it 6-all. Not long after, Tigers scored again through Manu Brown, converted by Adam Dewey. Tigers to lead 12-6. And then just before half time, the Tigers Asu Kupoa, he flew over in the left corner. One of those acrobatic wingers tries when they just get the ball down in the last blade of grass in the field of play before they go over the touchline. Not converted by Adam Dewey, and Tigers led 16-6 at half time. Early in the second half, the 43rd minute, Adam Dewey penalty goal put Tigers in front 18-6. And then the game started Started getting crazy, started like seesawing and turning crazy. Valentine Holmes decided to get Cowboys back into it, and he scored one of his typical dodging and weaving past the defenders solo tries that he does, and he converted his own try from out wide, and the Cowboys then only trailed 18-12. Then, in the 56th minute, ridiculously, the Tigers' Ken Mamalo, he did one of those unnecessary high tackles, and he got sin-binned appropriately, and the 10 minutes while he wasn't on the field allowed Cowboys' Jeremiah Nanai to pick up not 1, but 2 tries. So, after Tigers had led 18-12, Mamalo let him down by getting sin-binned, and after leading 18-12, both those tries were by Jeremiah Nanai were converted by Valentine Holmes, which made it 18-all, then incredibly good Cowboys in front 24-18 late in the game. Before Valentine Holmes, he then had a field goal attempt from about 27-28 metres out, probably a few metres to the left of the uprights, and he flushed that field goal attempt. He nailed that field goal attempt, and that put the Cowboys in front 25-18 with only 7 minutes left. So at that point, it looked like Cowboys were going to hang on for a hard-fought, come from behind 25-18 win. With only 7 minutes left, you think they'd just grind it out and defend the lead. But no, Tigers then had other ideas. Tigers somehow, miraculously, managed to squeeze in not 1 but 2 late tries to miraculously steal the lead late in the game. That should have been enough for them to win. Obviously it wasn't, but it should have been enough for them to win. So first of all, Brent Naden scored his 2nd try of the game out wide, not converted by Adam Dewey, and then Cowboys only led 25-22. Then, incredibly, with only 2 minutes left, Starford Toa, he squeezed in the right-hand squeezed inside the right-hand corner post. Score for Tigers with only 2 minutes left on the clock. And that actually put Tigers in front 26-25. They were in front all of a sudden 26-25. And then Adam Dewey's conversion attempt from the right touchline went across the face of the goal, hit the left upright, and the ball bounced back into the field of play, which meant no goal. If he'd got it, they would have won 28-25. Even though he missed that conversion attempt, Tigers still led 26-25. But unfortunately for Tigers, there happened to be 1 measly second left on the clock. So after 79 minutes and 59 seconds of an outstanding game, a classic game of rugby league, what should have been a classic, the score was West Tigers 26, Cowboys 25. So what that then meant was the only thing that was going to happen with 1 second left was that the Cowboys were going to try a short kickoff. So they tried that short kickoff, and it easily went to 10 metres, how it's meant to. But unfortunately for poor old Tigers, while the ball was up in the air and all the players left to contest the ball, it was ruled that the Tigers at Starford Tower had illegally run the Cowboys' Kyle Feldt off the ball, away from the ball, and that was a penalty to Cowboys. And then, like I've already mentioned in the 2022 Spoon video, so then the Cowboys' Valentine Holmes, he had a penalty goal not right on the touchline, but close to the touchline. He had a penalty goal attempt about 35-40 metres out, close to the touchline, so it was, extremely difficult angle, and also it needed a lot of distance, but to Valentine Holmes' credit, he did in fact nail that penalty goal. He nailed that penalty goal to steal the win for the Cowboys 27-26. Now, looking at the bunker replay of this particular incident, where Starford Tower has been alleged to have run Kyle Feldt off the ball, looking at the bunker replays, it's very, very iffy, it's very, very touch and go, it's very, very 50-50. Look, it may or may not be the correct call, and even if it was the correct call, absolutely undeserved, poor old Tigers. It's rare for him to get any win at all, as we all know, let alone beating one of the 4 teams of the comp, let alone what should have been the upset of the season, of the 2022 season, and one of the biggest upsets of all time. So, extremely unfortunate for poor old Tigers to lose like that. But like I already said, they still would have got the wooden spoon in 2022 anyway, even if they did win this game. 2022, Tigers finished the season with only 10 competition points, and the second last place team was Warriors, who finished with 14 competition points. Even if the Tigers had won this game, they still would have only had 12 competition points, and they would have got the spoon anyway. So thankfully, it's not the reason why they got the wooden spoon. The reason why they got the wooden spoon was because they lost the 19 games they lost in 2022. They lost 20 including this one, but the other 19 games they lost in 2022, Tigers did in fact lose those 19 games fair and square. So thankfully, this wasn't the reason why they got the wooden spoon, but at the same time, should never ever be happening, something so unjust like that. One of the biggest rip-offs we've ever seen of all time. But there you go. Special edition pop-off, just because it popped up while I was revising the 2022 wooden spoon. Now we've just got 2 more wooden spoons left, and we can finally move on to something new, and we'll squeeze in something fun. Got a fun little mini-series just before the year ends, and we'll have a break in January, and we'll be back on the grind AM PM, popping off as much rugby league information as possible in February 2025. And thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end, so you didn't miss any imperative rugby league information. And thank you, as always, for ongoing, pulverising, brutal, sick, twisted, carcass, dead congregation, purulent, malevolent, spewing up all day, dead infection, brutal support, boy all day, Dale 47 2 lawyer.